and it's at this one too. You get gas at both, and this one's just about dead. Let's just see what's happening over here.
So there's always a gap between the pavement and the curb?
Yeah.
That you can get into?
So that's an 8-inch hole, it's 58% gas. So what's happening, this is really getting choked out here.
58%?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll switch it over to oxygen. Again, it's hard to, you know, without doing the 18-inch holes, you know, I need the dig safe. So I just do a quick little test hole here. You know, this isn't really accurate because it must be drawing from the top, but it's 13% oxygen.
And it should be?
Well, at 58% was the initial reading, so it's drawing a little bit from the top. It should be 58% displacement, which would mean, call it 40% basic air down there, and that's 20% oxygen, so it would be around 8. Is what the real number would be.
So the real actual
eight oxygen
is probably only 8.
And it could be lower. If I do an 18-inch test hole and do it really tight, I'll get...
but 14 is still lower than
no, it shouldn't,
what it should be?
21.
Actually, I should know that. That's what you learn in basic elementary school science. Air is 1/5 oxygen.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Really what I'm doing here is just verifying this gas at both, because it had the catch basin that's blown out. Here again we have 48% gas right here at the tree.
Yeah.
This tree's gone. Be my guess.
Even though it has a lot of leaves still.
Well, compared to the one next to it.
Yeah. But in terms of there's a lot of branches where that's clearly sort of died back.
Here you go. Here's 9 oxygen here. 8. See, I got it pretty tight here. The oxygen level's really dropping. It's probably even lower than that. It'll probably go down to 3 or 4 maybe. But I'll determine that when I come back and do a thorough testing here.
Yeah.
7.5 oxygen. So basically the tree's being choked out of oxygen and the roots are dried out. $17 and $20.
This seems like a neighborhood where you're going to have a lot in a small space. Is it the whole vintage of the pipes under this area that they're all kind of going at the same time?
It's the whole city.
Well, that too.
It's everywhere. You may get areas, this is old here. This was probably 1920s, 1930s. And you have cast iron pipes, mains, in a lot of the area, and bare steel services. So the services are corroding and the cast iron leaks at the joints. It doesn't, the cast iron pipes are actually in good shape. It's the joints that are...
The joints that are always the problem.
That have dried out and leak. So I don't know what it is here. It could be the service, could be the main. You know, a lot of the services are so old, you have 1.5 to 2 inch services generally that were put in with good material at the time, bare steel. You know, it was the best material at the time, but if it was put in 1930, it's 80 years old in the ground. So, you know, steel in the ground is going to corrode. So I don't know what's here underground. I mean...
Now, is steel what they use today, or do they use something else now?
No, plastic.
So how recently would the street have been paved?
When I say recent, within the last 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
And here we got gas right here at this tree. See this black mark? See the mark right here? And this one's dead. You get gas right at it right here. See that? And this is what's been going on here. And we're coming out right down low here.
There used to be a huge tree here when we first moved in 25 years ago. Hello.
25 years ago.
25 years ago you lost a tree.
Yes. And the city never replaced it. But
Did you ever have any, no, so no trees in between?
no trees in between.
And anything over there?
Not that was in my history.
Yeah.
So, but there was a huge tree that, you know, dropped a huge branch, you know, like lethal kind of branch dropping.
So what about gas leaks?
I've never known of a gas leak. Do you think, I mean...
There's one here.
There's slow leaks, but they're all over.
Do you need to, like,
I'm going to call the gas company.
Do you need to smell in my basement with that thing?
I
wouldn't mind if you did. I mean, that's scary.
I'm going to call the gas company out here and have them come out and check that, because that's their equipment.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to go in there and tell you at this point that things are okay with their pipes.
Okay.
But you have a leak right in here. If this looks all ratty in here.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah, we can never grow anything.
You can never grow anything there because there's a gas leak there.
Okay.
And how long you been here?
26 years.
And for 26 years it's looked like that, right?
It's been horrible, worse than that.
Because they fixed the leak.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
So,
and it's, yeah, no, we never can grow grass there.
There's been a leak here for 25 years is my guess. And it killed your big tree that you had here years ago.
Right.
Long gone. And these trees, they look okay. They've been a little weak, or they look okay. It's hard to tell.
It's
You're
hard
not
to
an
tell
arborist.
at this. Yeah, I don't watch them, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I know we have never had luck with our lawns, for sure.
So it could have had the same leak 25 years ago?
It's possible. Okay, I'm not saying it was, but from my experience, yeah. There could have been a leak here for 20 years. It takes a long time to kill a tree. Good morning.